This is a tutorial for Layla by Clapton, the unplugged version. It's going to go like this, like we're going to cover this. And then this. Right, so the first part, like this part, can be broken down into three separate parts. So like applying the chunking rule. So we use the A power chord and the D power chord. And we use our third finger to hit the third fret on the fifth string, like that. So we're plucking these and then transitioning into there. So that's the first part. So doing this from A, using that one to D. Now the second part is D, and we use that transition note again. Nice. Right? So we're plucking the 2 there and to that C, which is the third fret on the fifth string, to B flat. Now don't get confused with this B flat. I just play it like this because I've got big hoary fingers. This one, like a lot of people can do it like this, so that's not wrong either. I just do it like this for speed's sake, and yeah, it's just easier to do. So that second part, so we go D. Okay, so now let's go back and check out the other part. So join them together. First part, second part, and now the third part, which we slide this thing here up 2 frets, and we do this. We take this one off and hit that string, put it back on. Great, so and then back to D, power chord. So the first part, second part, third part. Alright? Okay, so now let's try it in time. So we'll go really slow, and it starts on the end of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go even slower. 1, 2, 3. Right, so now there's a little transition between that part and the chords, like the verse chords, and that's just an A, like an A power chord, and a C. So it's just A, just like that, C. You can do that or this, doesn't really matter, whatever's easiest. And then we've got this part, right? It's just a whole bunch of chords. Okay, so this part here uses C sharp minor 7, which is on the 4th fret, and it's like a C sharp minor, but we take off the index finger, right? To a G sharp 7. So there's 4 beats on each one. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 beats on the C sharp minor 7 again. 1, 2, and we go C, D. Okay, so now I'll slow that down and go backwards. Okay, so 1, 2, and then the 3, the 3 and the 4, the C and the D. It's just like the B flat that we did before. We move it up 2 frets. So if you look at it like logically, like B flat, B, C. Okay, so C, and it's the same way you figure out D. So you go from C, C sharp, D. But in this case, in this case we are actually using it as a major chord going into the E. Okay, so 4 counts on C sharp minor, 4 counts on G7, 2 counts back on C sharp minor, and then C and D, and then get to E if you can. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, E. 3, 4. Okay, so you do 4 counts on E. So we'll try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp 7. C sharp minor 7. C, D, E. Okay, so now the next part is the kind of the finale of it. So let's go F sharp minor. If you're not familiar with F sharp minor, it's like a F. Move it up a fret, so that is F sharp, and then take your middle finger off, and it's minor. Now hear the sad sound. Oh, it's minor. Okay, so we use F sharp minor, B, which is like that. So we do 2 on each one. So F sharp minor, B, and then to E for 2, and then A for 2. Okay, so we'll try that one. So F sharp minor, B, E, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do it again. And stop on E. Oh, sorry, A. Okay, so that second time, it's kind of just riffing there. So the second time, you stop on the A and you just do 1 count on the A, right? So we go through the motions of this like we did, so E to A, and then the second time, E, and then E to A, and then it's back to this. And now you've clocked Layla by Eric Clapton. Okay, so now let's play through the whole thing, and we'll go really, really slow. Okay, so from the top, remember the 3 parts, and then the transition A, C to the C sharp minor, G7, C, D, E, F sharp minor, E, A, F sharp minor, B, E, 2 counts, and then 1 on A. Okay, so from the top, 1, 2, 3. Remember we start on the end of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, finish it A, C, and then C sharp minor, G sharp 7. C sharp minor 2 counts, C, D, E, F sharp minor 2 counts, B, E, A, F sharp minor, B, E, 1 count E. We'll get to that if you're brave. Alright, I hope that's been useful.